We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of Gobelia, who was infected by a zombie because ReNDoG. May her soul rest in pieces. Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from the top of the life tree in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. Why am I jumping up and down so much, man? This isn't a freaking disco, this is a Minecraft video. Oh man. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Moleshire, welcome back to the top of the life tree. Oh my goodness, man. Last episode ended with some tragedy, didn't it? R.I.P. Gobelia, who was murdered by the undead. Absolutely unbelievable, man. I'm still a little bit shocked about all of that. Still trying to get over it, really. It was quite a loss for the Moleshire, man, especially for Gotho, who's now a widower. He's lost his wife. She was murdered and converted into a zombie, man. And you know what? It's actually his fault. He's sitting there in a lake trying to steal diamonds and emeralds, not looking after his wife, who's chilling in the house, cooking him dinner. I tell you what, man, it's all Gotho's fault. Am I right, guys? Speaking of fault, probably my fault for not sleeping quicker last episode. That's probably why Gobelia died. So let's get our butts down there and do a little bit of sleeping. Guys, we got some cool stuff to do today, man. I've been reviewing the to-do list that we have put together over here. And man, do we have a lot of work to do around here. By the way, I've already gone and gotten a new Gobelia. Listen, even though it was a tragic loss and the Moleshire has mourned, or is in mourning, shall we say, industry around here cannot just simply shut down. Okay? The chicken industry must continue. We need the ender pearls. We need the emeralds. So I've been back to the village, to the desert village, and I've stolen myself another farmer, a replacement. And she's not quite as good as Gobelia, unfortunately. She trades 18 raw chicken for an emerald, and Gobelia did 14, I think, or something like that. And I guess this is Gotho's new wife. He certainly moved on quite quickly, didn't he? Gotho, didn't even give yourself time to mourn, my dude. Jeez. Look at him, he doesn't even care. Man, they must have been having issues. It was a marriage that was never going to last. Am I right, guys? Anyway, we've got a new butcher, so we can carry on getting emeralds. And yeah, a lot of you guys were face-palming like nobody's business in the previous episode. And that's completely my fault, man. I kind of messed that up a little bit, didn't I? And I got some interesting suggestions from you guys around, well, making this place friendly for villagers so that this atrocity won't happen again. And I think what we're going to do over here is install the same system that we have over at the blacksmith here to protect the villager inside there, right? Let's install like a secondary door over here so that, well, next time there is a zombie in the area, they won't actually be able to get inside. And yeah, good stuff. We lost our very first villager in the series. I was working really, really hard, by the way, guys, to try and not lose a villager, but Minecraft survival and keeping your villagers alive is actually kind of difficult. I don't know how many of you guys out there have tried. It's actually rather tricky. Like, it's easy to do if you install, for example, a very safe and secure prison is the only way that I can describe it for your villagers, right? But if you want to keep them in a sort of a realistic build, like in a house like this, it's actually kind of tricky. So I think this is probably one of the best ways to do it, right? This sort of method of creating almost like a, I don't know, like a secondary entrance into your villager house. I think that's probably the best way to do it here. So now any zombie that, because I guess that zombie spawned around here and then he tracked Gobelia, entered the house through here and murdered her because the door was broken, right, when we came to inspect the damage. So there we go. We're going to have to install this sort of system in all of our Moleshire houses, and I guess we're going to have a funeral for Gobelia too, because, man, first frickin' villager to perish in the Moleshire probably deserves a grave somewhere, although her remains are lost forever. I guess this is probably what's left of Gobelia over here, because this is where she died, right? And it looks like a poppy has grown from her ashes. So maybe that's what we'll stick in her coffin for her grave. We'll set up a grave for Gobelia today, I think. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, we got some really cool stuff to do today, man. Super excited about this. Life tree has turned out real good. I asked you guys in a poll in the previous episode if you guys like the life tree, and the majority of you guys really like the life tree. So that actually makes me feel a lot better because I was kind of worried about the life tree design. I think it's really nice, though. The more that I look at it, the more that I like it. It's beautiful. However, I and a number of you guys out there have a bit of a problem with the entrance system that we're using. It's super janktastic, right? The idea was that we would use an ender pearl to go from the mole hole into the life tree. But it's kind of a painful process. We take damage. It doesn't work all the time. Plus, it's an absurd waste of ender pearls, which we currently don't really have that much access to. And one of you guys out there suggested a pretty smart idea. You guys suggested maybe we do an entrance into the life tree ladder system via the second story of the mole hole. And I think that's a really cool idea. So let's kick things off today by doing that, because I think that's going to be pretty sweet. And it looks like we might be able to do this in an interesting way, I think, although these entrances sort of go directly over these staircases over here, which maybe doesn't work that nicely, because we'd have to have some sort of, I don't know, like another staircase over here. So maybe we don't go this way, but instead, hang on, let's just make sure this is all patched up properly. We could have one entrance into this. I guess we don't need to make the entrance into the life tree as efficient as possible. This side doesn't have a staircase because this is the side with the entrance into the mole hole from the Mole Shire. So this is basically the perfect place to get into the life tree trunk from the second story of the Mole Shire over here, right? Or the mole hole, rather. Oh, that's really sweet. And maybe we can make it kind of natural look in here, like going in here, like almost as if we're climbing up the roots of the life tree to get into the life tree itself. That sounds pretty tasty to me, right? Like maybe we could work out something over here. I guess we want to make it a little bit obvious. Maybe we use some slabs to do this. So instead of it just being complete logs, we could maybe have a little bit of slabs, but we'll make it nice and like natural looking, if you know what I'm saying. So we'll like try and like make it a little bit higgledy-piggledy, so to speak. There we go. That sort of represents how to get into the life tree from here. That works pretty good, I think, and maybe what we can do is just add a little bit more leaf action on this side, just to make it look a little bit more obvious that this is a sort of entrance way into the life tree. So let's cover this up a bit here, right? Here we go. That actually works quite nicely, and maybe we can do a little bit more leaf action on this side. I want to try keep it looking as natural as possible. It's okay if it's a little bit all over the place and stuff. I think that's fine. We're going to be working on the roof and stuff around here anyway. And yeah, that works real nice. Maybe we can just get rid of this one, and maybe we can just replace that one with a little bit of slabbage. That looks pretty good, man. And man, maybe we just get a door in here also, and that'll sort of complete the look. And that's probably going to be a more efficient way to get in and out of the life tree, rather than oh man, that's going to be the wrong door type, I think. Rather than ender pearling up from the bottom, this is probably a much better way to do it, right? And maybe we want to get like one of those beautiful dark oak wood doors in there also, one of these bad boys, because that looks really awesome. And yeah, oh my goodness, you see, this is the problem. Hello, Skelebutt, what's happening, my dude? And it looks like there is definitely a place to spawn over here in the life tree. I mean, we added some glowstone into this sucker, but clearly that didn't work. Also, is this torch not actually working right now? Because that skeleton spawned somewhere over here, but there is literally a torch, like, right here, and a torch over here. So I'm confused. Maybe he spawned up there and walked out. I don't know. That worries me somewhat. We're going to have to try and figure that one out. Anyway, let's make ourselves a dark oakwood door over here. My goodness, man. The Mole Shire is a beautiful place, but it's also extremely deadly, it seems. Oh, I've got some dark oakwood doors here. Perfect. It's also extremely deadly, especially if you're a villager. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do about this in the future, guys. I read some comments about being able to create a system that will stop mobs spawning in your area completely. And the way that you do that is you trap a whole bunch of zombies with name tags in caverns in the chunk. And that will stop any other mobs spawning. But I think you've got to trap something like 300 zombies or something silly. So I don't even know if that's a possibility. But there we go. This is going to actually open... Oh, it doesn't open the trapdoor. It's just going to open this door over here. Okay, that works pretty good. Although I think it's a little bit flush on the inside over here, right? Like at the entrance there. So maybe what we'll do is shift everything one block this way, like so. And yeah, that actually works out pretty good, man. Maybe we just have a little staircase up there like so. Beautiful. And now, to get into the live tree, we go like that, and the trapdoor will close the door behind us. Then we can go all the way up to the top of the live tree to check out what's going on. And yeah, that's worked out good, guys. Thanks for that idea. Very, very smart, you guys out there, coming up with the sweet ideas for vanilla Minecraft. I really like it, man. Really like it. And yeah, we've got lots of work to do on the interior. Now, take a look at this. I think I mentioned a little bit earlier on, or I might not have. I've been looking through our to-do list over here. We set this up a couple of episodes ago, and I was checking out the Molehole project that we're working on. Live tree is what we've been working on for the last few episodes, the last couple weeks, and I think we could pretty much say this project is now done, or at least 90% of it is done. The main part of it is done, and that includes all of the roots that come down into the Molehole lobby down here, right? We did all this root system, and all of this jazz is now done. Man, this place is looking freaking sweet, baby. Really liking it. Sad face. Well, you know what they say, cyber-diggity dogs. Creepers gon' creep. It is in their nature, after all, to blow up all of the hard work that you spend hours doing for no other reason than just to blow up your stuff. I guess in exactly the same way that a mosquito is built to land on you and suck your blood, I guess a creeper is built to ruin your day and blow up your things. So we can't get too angry about it. Also, the creeper didn't actually do that much damage. I've just repaired it and I've slept the night away. So we can carry on with today's episode. Guys, did I miss the creeper? Did you guys see that creeper on camera? Oh man, I'm going to facepalm so hard when I watch this footage back. Pretty sure I completely missed the creeper in my vision because I was talking to you guys. Oh man, so bad. Anyway, luckily he didn't blow up any of our redstone machines or anything like that. Just a little bit of damage to the entrance. All good. Shall we get back into the episode, my dudes? I was checking out the diary for what we need to do around here. We have 90% completed the live tree project. Very happy about that, man. I wanted to get that done but before the end of season 1, and that's awesome. Next up on the list is ReNDoG's bedroom, and that's what we're going to start working on today. Super excited about this one because generally I'm pretty bad at making bedrooms for myself in Minecraft. I'm not sure why. I always kind of forget, or I never get round to it, and in this season, or in this first season, I want to have my bedroom finished before the end of the season. We've got about 25 episodes to go in season 1 left. Wow, the English in the brain. Guys, it is really hot in England today and super humid. It must be 100% humidity right now, so my brain is a little bit cooked, as you can tell. Also, that creeper tilted me somewhat. Anyway, one thing we haven't done yet, of course, is update the map, right? We have grown the live tree. We've not updated the map, and this is what it looked like about 3 weeks ago or so, right? There was the whole of the live tree, and the last time we looked at this was when we first started working on the live tree. So this is actually kind of exciting. Let's have a look what the new area looks like. Oh my goodness. That has turned out really, really nice, hasn't it? We've got the new chicken farm over here, Gobelia's house, or should I say ex-Gobelia's house, may her soul rest in pieces. There is the live tree itself with a couple of its viewing platforms. That is looking magnificent on the map, guys, isn't it? I love it. Oh, man. Absolutely glorious. So that's good. Beautiful. Now, ReNDoG's bedroom. That's what we're doing. You got to give the brain a couple minutes to kick in, okay? I want to make myself my bedroom in the next few episodes, or at least in this episode start working on where we are going to be putting our bedroom. And I've had a couple of thoughts about this. At first I thought maybe what we should do is build like a house for ourselves in the Moleshire, somewhere up at the top near the lake. There's a couple of nice spots there for a house. But what I realized is that we, as the mayor of the Moleshire, we live in the Molehole, right? That's where we live. And the citizens, the gobbets, if you will, they live in the Moleshire. And they die in the Moleshire. So if we're going to build a bedroom, we've got to build a bedroom inside of the Molehole. And I would very much like to maybe make our bedroom somewhere in this area over here. I want to have a massive window that looks out over the Moleshire here. I think that's going to be really, really cool. We kind of made a window for the blacksmith over there that turned out really nice. I love this area here on the side of our cliff face. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I want to do the same thing for our bedroom, right? And I want to be able to look over all that we, all that we mayor through our window. And I think that that's going to be a good spot. From here is probably a better location to figure out where this is going to be. So there's the window of the blacksmith. It's a tiny one. For the bedroom, I want it to be bigger. And I thought maybe we could have a balcony also. And maybe the balcony is on top of the entrance to the Moleshire or the Molehole over here, right? So maybe this is our balcony and maybe inside here is our bedroom. Now, this is a very interesting position for the bedroom because there is the life tree right there, and the core of the life tree runs somewhere directly behind us. So we could literally have an entrance into the life tree trunk from our bedroom, which kind of reminds me of those like really posh apartments that you see in movies sometimes, right? Where there's an elevator that goes directly into the rich person's apartment. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about over here, my dudes. The mayor of the Moleshire needs direct access into the trunk of the life tree. And if we start digging over here, we'll probably go directly into the trunk if we go that way. Let's just start working out the circumferences and the geometries of where our bedroom could be. I want to have a fairly big space over here too. And of course, we need to be able to get into the second floor of the life tree over here too. And it looks like we got some problems already because, well, there's the life tree. Also, this is going to be the second floor entrance into the life tree. So that doesn't quite work out from this position anyway. It looks like we're going to have to go higher for our bedroom, right? So the floor of our bedroom is probably going to have to be 2 or 3 blocks higher than this, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping that we could sort of make it in here, unless we kind of mess with this area over here. Maybe it doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. Maybe what we could do is make like a lower floor over here on this side of the molehole. But let's just do a little bit more experimenting over here. So if we went up a couple more blocks, like maybe over here, let's just dig in from here and see where we get to. Hopefully this will take us directly into the life tree. Yeah, we're 2 blocks away from that first excavation. Let's have a look if we can find a direct access into the life tree core, which should be around here somewhere. I suppose we probably should have done it from the life tree core itself. And there's the life tree. Okay, sweet. So if we bust through here, where do we get to? Okay, so we actually want to be doing it from here. Okay, we have identified the entrance into our bedroom to be somewhere, or to be here exactly. And this is probably where we could add another floor into the core of the life tree, right? So we could just add a few more stairs over here, just like we did at the top over here. Maybe we could add like a second floor over here. So that's kind of cool. And this is potentially where our bedroom could be. We could make it nice and big. And I guess we probably want to have some sort of an entrance into it from down here also, right? So maybe we have a staircase or something that goes up from this side. Maybe we have like a doorway here. Where's the center? Let's try to keep it as symmetrical as possible. I want to try avoid pure symmetry though, because I think it sort of matches the build, but we maybe want to have a staircase or something that goes up into the bedroom. That's somewhere up there, somewhere. This is going to be tricky to try squeeze this bedroom in here, and it looks like we're going to have a lot of space to work with. I think maybe what we should do though is focus on the window side of this first. Like, where is this window? How big is this window? How much are we going to be able to look out of? I mean, I think we're going to be able to make a fairly large window over here. We don't want to destroy the area that much, right? We want to try keep this nice and natural looking. And from here, that's actually a pretty decent view. So hang on, where is my shovel? If we just did like a little bit of excavation, let's try work out exactly how big our window is going to be. We probably don't need the window to be bigger than this, right? We want to be able to see the Moleshire, but we also don't want this entire cliff face to become a window. We want to sort of keep it natural. I kind of like this sort of cliff hanging over the top of the window too. That's kind of cool. And that gives us more than enough vision of our world, I think, right? This sort of window. And if we come down here and have a look at the damage that we've done to the cliff face, that's actually not too bad. That looks pretty natural, right? It's sort of hugged and squeezed into the side of the mountain, and we've sort of maintained the integrity of the natural cliffside here. So that might work out pretty decent, my dudes. I'm very excited about this. Tell you what, man, I'm going to settle in for some excavations. And yeah, I'll bring you back when we got something to look at. That's probably big enough for a bedroom. Am I right, Cyberdiggity dogs? I mean, it looks big. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, when things look big, they end up not being big enough. Because what you got to do is add detail and stuff into the walls. And then before you know it, what was once a big space becomes a very small space. So we might need to push out the walls a couple of blocks further. But I pushed the walls out 3 blocks from the core of the life tree. And that's given us a nice little apartment over here, hasn't it? Looking really, really cool. The window's a little bit bigger now too. So that's kind of a beautiful view. I love seeing the mountains over there. That's really cool. Now, we got a little bit of a challenge to overcome. And that challenge is figuring out how to get down to the 2nd floor of the mole hole. And well, I've been doing a little bit of excavating over here, and there's a big block of redstone over here. And this block of redstone is kind of important because that block of redstone is powering the redstone lamp in the entrance to the mole hole, that redstone lamp over there. So we can't really get rid of that. However, I think we can be pretty smart here, and we can use this as a marker for maybe like a spiral staircase or something that will take us into our bedroom over here. I mean, we've already got an entrance into the bedroom for the life tree, and that's cool, but I kind of want to have another entrance. I mean, might as well, right? You never have too many entrances and exits and whatnot in a Minecraft base, and I think it'll actually look pretty sweet. So we can hide this too with a little bit of a core for a spiral staircase, right? So this will bring us all the way up here. Unfortunately, that is already starting to mess with the space of our life tree or of our bedroom a little bit over here, and that's kind of in the way of the balcony. So this might not work out quite as planned. If we added a couple of support pillars over here for our spiral staircase, or not support pillars, I guess, just sort of, indicators that this is the staircase, it kind of messes up the view a little bit, doesn't it? That might not work out exactly the way that I wanted to. Let's just have a little bit of an experiment over here. Let's see if this is going to work out. So if we get some slabbage up in the business and start working on a potential spiraling staircase that'll go 1 block at a time all the way down like this, right? Nice and simple spiraling staircase that we want to be able to run up without jumping. That's very important, right? That's going to come all the way down here. I guess what's going to be really important is where the excuse me, ReNDoG, can you place this thing correctly? There we go. Where the spiral of the staircase actually ends up, right? Because that is going to be kind of important. If it ends up behind the pillar over here, which looks like it's going to, that's not going to work out the way that we want it to, because that means we're kind of trapped, right? Or are we? Wait a minute, this might have worked out kind of nice. Yeah, that is kind of cool. So that spiraling staircase does get us up into our bedroom quite nicely, but it is kind of in the way of the beautiful view of the Mole Shire over here, right? And that is probably not going to do. I mean, it's cute, but it's wrong. Cyberdiggity dogs from all over the world, can we have a moment of silence together for the very first casualty of the Mole Shire? R.I.P. Gobelia. And hopefully, Gobelia's husband will come and visit her grave over here. I think this is an apt location for her final resting place. She died somewhere around here, pretty close to her old home, or her home over there. And this is kind of a beautiful part of the Mole Shire. I think this is great. I've made a little coffin for her down here, by the way, guys. And I put the poppy in there that we discovered. And yeah, that's going to be her resting place. The first casualty of the Mole Shire. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, I've made some pretty good progress on our bedroom here in the Mole Shire. There is a little bit of business that I want to attend to before I forget. There is a very concerned Cyberdog out there. I believe this Cyberdog is 9 years old. I have no idea the name of this Cyberdiggity dog, but I have been told by, I think, the dad of this Cyberdog in the comments of the previous episode that he is very concerned about a certain citizen of the Mole Shire. And that citizen is the custodian of the storage hole, Hell the Pig. And this Cyberdiggity dog would very much like for me to go and check up on the status of Hell. He's very worried about him. And actually, I've just become very worried about Hell too, because this is where Hell hangs out, and he is not here right now. We've lost Hell once before, and this is feeling kind of bad in my soul. So, for the sake of my own soul, and for the soul of the Cyberdog out there who's worried about Hell, let's try and find him. He is here somewhere, hopefully. Hell, my dude, my pig brother, where you at? There he is. Nice. As we come up the stairs, we're greeted by the butt of Hell, which is not the greatest view to take a look at when you come into your storage hole, but very pleased to announce that Hell the pig is still alive. And he seems to be hanging out over here. Not entirely sure what he's up to. I guess he's cataloging all of the building materials that we have here. So good job, Hell, my dude. Have you done the cataloging of all the other places? I hope so. Also, he's looking a little bit thin, isn't he? He's not eating very well here. Let's give him some food, I think. I haven't fed him in a while. Oh, now you want to talk to me, Hell. I see how it is. Now you want to chat. There you go. Have a carrot, my little dude. Very nice. All right. So Hell is alive. The Cyberdog out there who was worried about Hell, you can put your mind to rest, okay? He's doing good, man. He's just doing a lot of work. He's doing a lot of very boring cataloging work for us there in the storage hole. Now, for the final part of today's episode, guys, let's get our butts into the mole hole. And I'm very excited to show you the progress that I've made on our bedroom. It's been a little bit of a challenge trying to work out exactly how we're going to get up there from the second floor of the mole hole. And our bedroom is now on the third floor of the mole hole. We can get in there via the life tree if we want, which is sweet. But I also want to be able to get in there via an entrance here in the mole hole itself, which I think is kind of cool. And instead of that spiral staircase that was kind of messing up the view, I've made a much more convoluted staircase that sort of comes around here and then brings us up into our apartment, which I think is cool. We've got a safety rail over here. Oh, and I need to finish off the final bit here. And the most important thing is that we have access to our window over here for our view, right? There we go. Look at that. What a glorious view of the Moleshire from over here. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, we've got direct access into the trunk of the life tree. We've got access down into the core of the lobby, should I say, of the mole hole over here. And slowly but surely, the mole hole project is coming together, isn't it? It's actually working out pretty good. I'm kind of happy with this. I like the fact that there's multiple floors also that are sort of popping up in the mole hole. Kind of cool. But we better sleep the night away before someone else dies. I'm looking at you, frickin' Griswold in the blacksmith. There we go. Let's sleep the night away. And yeah, very happy with how this is coming on, guys. Our bedroom, our apartment is coming together, and next few episodes or so, we'll work a little bit more on this, start working out exactly what we want in our bedroom, and start moving over some of our valuables, our armor sets, and all of that jazz, right? We need a bed in here, we need a fireplace, we need all that sweet jazz, which we'll start working on in the next episode. But I think that's going to do it for today, my dudes. It's been a real fun episode, and yeah, R.I.P. Gobelia, man. May her soul rest in frickin' pieces. You know what I'm saying? My friends from all over the world, if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to show me the love, man. You hit that like button like it's nobody's business. Super important for multiple reasons. Number one, shows me that you guys are still enjoying the series. That keeps me super motivated to make more episodes for you. Number two, it shows YouTube that you guys are enjoying the episodes too, and YouTube shares the series with more people so we can get more Cyberdiggity dogs up in here. And guys, if you are a new Cyberdiggity dog, man, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with this series, and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button thing. Super important, because YouTube is kind of broken, doesn't always send you the videos that you want to see. YouTube always does these things, man, so make sure that you hit that bell if you can be bothered. If you can't be bothered, it's fine. Thank you for watching, guys. We will smell you all in the next episode. ReNDoG signing out. And as previously stated, due to, well, cooked brain, we'll smell you all in the next episode.